Welcome back to part 3. Let's jump right in. Before we continue with the video, we must talk about the war now occurring between the US, Israel, and Iran. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a massive, coordinated military assault on Iran.
Strikes continue across the Middle East after the U.S. and Israel killed Iran's supreme leader. The joint attack is triggering retaliatory violence and reverberating around the world.
Iran is widening the scope of its response this morning. Neighbors across the region dragged into the chaos. Iranian missiles and drones have now struck at least 10 countries in the Middle East and Mediterranean. Civilian targets caught in the crossfire. The Fairmont Hotel in Dubai struck. Dubai and Abu Dhabi, major tourism destinations and financial hubs in the United Arab Emirates, now on essential lockdown. Dark plumes of smoke spiraling alongside sparkling skyscrapers. A global aviation shock as airports across this region also hit.
When we take a deeper look at this attack, the underlying narrative that we've been discussing in part 1 and part 2 of this video concerning the purposeful use of the number 84 as seen in the abduction of Nancy Guthrie at 84 years old and the death of Jesse Jackson at 84, along with the reference to Obama as the Lion King.
Let's take a look.
Or Lying King become even more obvious. The operation took place on February 28th or 2/28. If we add the number 2s found in the date 2/28 together, we get 48, and 48 reversed is 84. This serves to connect this event to the abduction of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie and the death of Jesse Jackson at 84 years old, who died on February 17th, the 48th day of the year. Ultimately, this points to Barack Obama, who was born on 8/4, and lets us know that this attack is also part of their satanic ritual to exalt Obama. This is further confirmed by the name of the operation, which was codenamed Operation Roaring Lion by Israel and Operation Shield of Judah. The Roaring Lion further points us to Obama, who identified himself as the Lion King or Lying King, a reference to Satan, who is described as a roaring lion who walks about seeking whom he may devour in 1 Peter 5:8. In addition, the description of a lion in the name Shield of Judah refers to Christ, who is the Lion of the tribe of Judah, as found in Revelation 5:5, and our shield, as found in Psalm 28:7, which declares, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped." This then serves to identify number 44, who was born on 8/4, as a false Messiah figure, the Lying King or Antichrist. Further, the U.S. code name for the operation was Operation Epic Fury, and in the scriptures, fury and storm are often paired to illustrate the overwhelming and unstoppable nature of divine judgment.
Allá, viene una tormenta!
What did he just say?
He said there's a storm coming.
This connects back to the coming storm or ice age, which describes the world during the tribulation period and the divine judgment that comes upon the world in a fury as a result. I must also remind you of our discussions concerning 33rd degree Freemason Albert Pike's letter to Mazzini, which laid out an outline for 3 world wars to usher in the New World Order and the worship of Lucifer. The last of the 3 wars was to be between Israel and her Arab enemies, including Iran. The text specifies that the war must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The goal is for these 2 forces to mutually destroy one another. Crucially, the fury and storm I mentioned earlier aligns with the letter's description of this war. It is meant to be so violent and global that it involves all nations, dragging them into a state of total exhaustion, physically, morally, and spiritually. The New World Order, or One World Government, described in the text, is not merely a political government, but a spiritual one. The end result of the Third World War is the pure doctrine of Lucifer.
Back in 2024, you made 3 big predictions. 1, that Trump would win. 2, that he would start a war with Iran. And 3, that the U.S. would lose that war. Let's take a listen to that.
In this class this semester, I'm making 3 big predictions, right? First is that Trump will win in November. Second is that the United States will go to war against Iran. And the third big prediction is that the United States will lose this war, which will forever change the global order.
It's been a long time coming, but tonight, because of what we did on this day, in this election, at this defining moment, change has come to America.
However, as followers of the way, we find peace in the midst of the storms and fury, as found in Matthew 8:23-37, which is titled, Yehoshua Stills the Storm. While the disciples were panicked by the fury of the waves and the winds of the storm, the peace of Yehoshua was so undisturbed, he was literally sleeping through it. Clearly, the storm wasn't just the weather, it was the fear inside the boat. By rebuking the wind, Yehoshua demonstrated that the chaos of the world, the tempests we see in politics, media, and global conflict, is ultimately subject to his authority. The great calm he created isn't just a historical event, it's the state of mind for anyone who trusts that the one in the boat with them is more powerful than the storm outside. This is why the noise of the world is actually nonsense. If the winds and the sea obey Christ, then the storm and fury of human leaders is just a footnote, because we are heirs to the promise of a true sovereignty that renders earthly volatility irrelevant. While the world is focused on the waves and the tempests of the wind, we remain focused on the one who made the ocean and the wind. We ended part 2 speaking about the underlying narrative in these events that promotes a core philosophical tradition that views the brotherhood of nations with the people as global citizens. as a moral project built upon brotherly love and the concept of one humanity. This narrative was further confirmed by the release of J. Cole's album, The Fall Off, which included the release of a music video for the song 2-6. But before we dive deeper into the song 2-6 and its connection to the global citizen, we must first take a closer look at J. Cole himself. Cole World was the debut studio album by J. Cole. Notice the letter O in his name has the devil horns with the halo hanging on the 3 lines of the letter E, reminiscent of Obama's logo, the letter O, with 3 lines. Not only that, but Cole World was released on September 27, 2011, and since septem means 7 and 27 can be expressed as 2 sevens, this gives us the number 777 and points to the Hebrew phrase Barack Obama, the lightning that fell from heaven. The phrase cold world is a reference to the spiritual cold world that we have discussed previously, and further connects back to the Winter Olympics and the society becoming more self-focused, where the warmth of the human connection and divine love begins to evaporate. Notice in this song he states, "Outcast, but I was never cast out."
Outcast, but I was never cast out. Outcast, but I was never cast out.
This is a clear reference to Lucifer, who, according to Yahushua, was cast like lightning from heaven, a reference to the Hebrew phrase Barack Obama, as found in Luke 10:18. Not only that, but the shirt he is wearing has the word America spelled with a macron or E with a hyphen, explicitly dictating a long E sound over the letter E, which turns it into America, putting emphasis on the self. Emphasis on the self points to several negative connotations like selfishness, self-centeredness, self-serving, self-aggrandizing, self-importance, and looking out for self. These are all things that can be associated with a person who is only concerned with self, one who has no empathy for anyone else, someone centered on the individual ego, the me generation. The shirt can be read as a literal uniform for this mindset, branding the country, America itself, with the mark of the self. More importantly, the emphasis on self points directly to the traditional narrative of Lucifer's fall, which is rooted entirely in the exaltation of the I, or self, over the divine. Just as Lucifer was cast out for his self-importance and refusal to serve anything other than his own glory, the phonetic emphasis on me represents the spiritual danger of self-serving pride. The shirt in the image is notably distressed, ripped, and faded. This points to spiritual decay. Visually, this can represent the consequence of self-centeredness. In a spiritual sense, the pursuit of self-exaltation leads not to true greatness, but to decay and brokenness. This is a loss of glory. Much like Lucifer lost his status as the light bearer due to his pride,